Right, well, again, just filmed that little, was it big wheel loader, big Caterpillar wheel loader up there, the loading sugar beet. If one of the lorries comes in the next few minutes, I'll flick the camera on and just sort of do a little bit of and just fill the lorries up. Right, the sun's bright today. So, plan today, well there isn't really much, but while it's nice, I just, a couple of conifers need a bit of a trim up, so do that. Just open this building up. A little bit of update on the seat that I put in the big Zetor. It's very, very comfortable. The only problem is it's quite limiting. You can't sort of comfortably see out the back. Well, I can't. It's quite awkward to get to the controls, so I may have a little look today before I start doing anything, just see if I can modify it a little bit. It may end up being taken out again. I think that's why when you look at proper tractor seats, the backs, are a lot shorter. Look at like the one in the little Zetor here. That's high enough. It gives you plenty of support. But it does mean that you can sort of comfortably turn over and put your arm over the back and see as well. The one in here, you actually, something what you'll see in a minute. But yeah, that is quite high. It's a shame because it does look nice. If I just drop the camera up here somewhere, hang on, let me get in. Right, I know you're not seeing a lot at the minute. Right, so let me just turn that round so I can see what I'm saying. Yeah, very nice and comfortable, but it is awkward to sort of lean over back, and use like the pickup hitch control. Also, you can't really get to the the controls on the forklift, so I have actually re-piped them a little bit. The only other problem I haven't actually come across yet, is going to be hitching up, because I can see one. Oh no, I think I should still. I don't know if you're seeing anything there. Now looking at the back, I can see the link arms, and I can see the pickup hitch, so might stay. I think I've just got to get used to it. One of the things I do definitely want to try doing, hang on, what I'm going to do, just before I forget it, I'm just going to shut that back window, just in case I start it up, lift the forklift up and smash the back window. No, something I do definitely need to do is to try and get it lower, because it is a bit awkward and I can't get any further forward. Obviously if I go further forward, the twins are going to be even closer to the steering wheel then. But yeah, I'll have a little play with it today, I think. But what I'm going to do first, I'm going to get the chainsaw, give it a bit of a clean, sharpen up and a service. So yeah, what I'll do, I'll take it into the workshop. I'm not an expert on chainsaws. All I'm going to do is what I normally do with it, whether it's right or wrong. But yeah, you can have a look and see if I'm doing it right. Okay, so chainsaw, it's a McCulloch. It's a hobbyist chainsaw. That's all I am. I'm not a professional logger, so it is a very basic, do-it-yourself-in chainsaw, really. I don't know I think that's a 14-inch bar, I think. Only got a little engine. That's what it is. It's an MAE 335. All I tend to do for servicing it, occasionally pop these off, have a good clean out. Really should do it after each time you use it, rather than wait until you need it and then use it. All you do, get your pinch bolts there, slide undo them a bit, wind the adjustment back a little bit on the chain, right off then. I've lost one of these in the past. One's a nylock, now which original one, and the other one's just a... No, sorry, the nylock's one I've added on, and the original one had this sort of washer built onto it, so picks up. Oh, there we go. So that's the original McCulloch one. Oh, I lost the other one to it, so it's just got a normal nylock on there now. Take them off. This then should lift off. Should. Backing it off a little bit more. Well, it's just gummed up. So yeah, all this crap in here wants cleaning out. Take that off. The bar will come off, the chain should come off the bar fairly easy. That's it. Just wants a stiff brush. Really should be done more often than it probably is. If it gets all crapped up like it is, it's probably then that oil won't flow around it properly for the lubrication. And this is pretty gummed up. It's been for a while, this hasn't. Thing in here. Really do, we're doing it with an airline really. Problem is this workshop, I've got probably, well, about a year ago, moved down into this workshop. Some of the tools are still up in the other workshop, and the compressor is one of them tools. So I leave them in that one because I tend to use the compressor more up there, you know, checking the tyres on the car. So one of these days when funds allow, I'll get a new compressor, you know, a slightly bigger one for down here. do. So the bars, this hasn't been done for a long time, to be honest with you. Well, if you do a quick job, use it, put it away, then you do another quick job, before you know where you are, you've been quite a long time and not, done any servicing through it. And so this is a very, very basic chainsaw. So, there's, I know some of them do have little grease points for the pulleys and that, but this one doesn't. Right, so put it back together. Basically the case, yep, and shot. So put the bar back on. Now actually, you can put this bar either way, because you've obviously got your slot here which fits onto these two, and then your adjustment fits onto these two holes here. So what you've got, so it fits in, see? So them holes go onto that adjustment, and as you wind the adjustment in, it moves the chain or the bar backwards and forwards to tighten or loosen the chain there. So that drops on. I'm going to give this chain a little bit of a sharpen up. And the right and wrong way obviously for the chain to go. Sprocket in the back. Nope. Yeah, it's just basically a case of trying to get it all back in. These things, they just fit. And you tend to find if you've got too much chain or not enough, you're in one. So that's the case then. Crap out here. It over the top, and make sure that that little adjuster thing has gone on, which I think it has. Just nip them up hand tight for now. And you need to adjust the bite. See, I've got miles too much slack in it. So just wind this adjuster out, and if you put it all back together, you should, as you start winding it, see the bar moving out. Make sure as you do adjust it, the chain is staying in. Tighten it up. You don't want it too tight, don't want it too loose either, but You know, too light, too tight is equally as bad. That's normally whereabouts I like the chain. I don't like them overly tight. And I always think the best, if you have it a little bit loose, you can always tighten it up if need be. Once you put it where you want. I'm doing for coming now. I don't know what that was. So nip them up. It still turns nice. Right. Now, there's lots of different ways of sharpening the chain. The way that works for me is all I use is either use a normal round file or a half round one. I think normally the half round one works best for me. With the chain, it will show you. Don't really think you can see, but you've got your teeth here. Some run that way, others run that way. And I find that if I just go along the chain, you feel the point where it's right. Few bits on it. Go on to the next one. And do that, and then once done all them, do the other side then. You know, the one's going the other way. This chain's probably a little bit too loose now. So, done all them that way. What I do then, do them the other way. Won't bother filming that. I'll shorten this down as well because it's quite boring. Some people I have seen recommend, if you look at the actual bit there, they do actually recommend you take some off the top here as well. I have to admit, I did that once and it seemed bloody awful. Didn't seem to want to cut anything. It took me quite a while to get the chain back again, so I probably took too much off it or not enough. What I'm going to do, switch the camera off, do the other side, and then we're going to just tidy this conifer up. Right, did forget before going cutting, two things, fuel and oil. So you have oil in here which runs onto the bar to keep the chain lubricated. Ideally, well, every time you fuel up, you should check the oil in here. And if you've got it set about right, you'll actually find that you'll use a tank and just leave a little bit of oil left in here then. So yeah, just top that up. Hopefully I've got some two-stroke mixed up. Yeah. I've got one in here though. God, that's tight. Right. Try and pour this in freehand. So, that. Right, what I always like to check when you start it, obviously check that the safety thing is working, stopping the chain. and also you check that there is actually oil getting to the chain. So what I do is start it up. This will get loud. Theoretically, you give it about 10 pumps of fuel. That was about 10, wasn't it? Turn the ignition on, choke on, and then you can see, turn around a little bit. So I'll move over here so you can see. So, push the choke in. Hear anything after that. So yeah, just check the, what's it called, kickback or whatever it's called, is working. Check the chain is getting oil, and that took a while to come through because I've obviously cleaned it all out. If you hold the chainsaw just above a sort of a cleanish surface, you'll see then, I don't know, can you see that line of oil? And that's where it just shows that it is actually getting oil to it. Right, so yeah, I'm going to go and chop this tree, or tidy this tree up a little bit. Okay. Bit late starting this, because Sly's been here about 10 minutes, but should just catch the end of them loading that up. Try and keep the camera as still as I can, but zoom like this is quite difficult. Heat coming off that exhaust. I think stop. Bloody gate. Could be up to weight. And drivers on them loaders normally know exactly how many scoops to put in them lorries are doing it enough. That's the next Stobart lorry. The amount of white Volvo FHs and Scanias that you see with, you know, white cabs, red at the bottom, give away they're always the next Stobart. Could be Fred Camping, he runs in that colours, but normally his trailers are matching, and he normally has them sign written up as well. It's all stopped. Yeah, he's obviously, he's up to weight, he's off. I wonder, there might be another lorry coming in. What they're doing, they're waiting up at the top of the road. It's an old concrete road, that is. It's only wide enough for one lorry. Right. I'll switch the camera off now. If one comes in, we'll just video him coming in, turning and getting into position. The next one coming in, he was just waiting at the top there. It's on a PJ for his own lorries. It's for his loader and elevator or clean or whatever it is. A couple of years ago they made that turning place, or yeah, it's a turning place, much wider. The road he's on at the minute is quite narrow and you could easily slip off it, but where he's backing into is ever so wide. So yeah, it's quite nice now. There's plenty of room to turn around up there. It's all hard standing. But, well, he could have gone a lot further back and not have to turn so tight then. But, you know, he's done it a few times I suppose this week. Right, that's all I'm going to film because it's quite cold and I need a pee. Right, well, I don't know, might edit quite a lot of that out. So yeah, didn't film where I was chainsawing because this is near to the other neighbour, the other side, who's undertaker, and always a little bit, you know, sort of aware when you're sort of filming there, because obviously you do have relatives come in, and you know, it's not very appropriate, I don't think. Not like with the old bitch who lives the other side. But no, these people are quite nice, the undertaker ones. So yes, I didn't film that. But no, saw worked fine. I'd say it is just a very, very basic little saw, but you know, it does what I need it to. So yeah, I'm not going to do a lot else today that's worth filming. I'm going to do some work in the shop, do some modifications in the shop today, but you know, don't really think you're that interested. If you're more interested in tractors and that, you're not going to be interested in what we're doing in there. Right, so yeah, thank you for watching, and yeah, hopefully put some more videos up, and you know, thank you for everyone that sort of watches and subscribes. Yeah, it's very appreciated. So thank you for watching.